Hi, my name is Abdullah. Today I will be briefly explaining you about a color 2D array, and in order to begin, I used some help from the internet to do this program. These are the links that I used, and this is my code. So I'm going to start from line 1 all the way to line 270. So this is my entire code. I will not give a detailed explanation because this code has been quite a challenge, so I'll just read over the comments that I put. Basically, I created a 2D array named as X, and then after that, this 2D array X inserts a reference to the array also into a method, which is this retrieve array. And then once the reference is inserted, the contents are displayed by this method print metrics. And these two are the print line statements, basically asking a user to decide what option they want to pick up to see an angular rotation. So, for example, if they want to rotate it by 90 degrees, they have to do it. They have to choose either 1 or 5 for that. One is for the option 1 is for the in place it's for an in place rotation, and option 5 is for an additional 2D array rotation. Similarly to that, option 2 is for an in place rotation, and 6 is for an additional 2D rotation, and 3 is for an in place rotation, and 7 is for an additional 2D rotation. For an additional 2D array rotation for number 7, and option 4 or 8 are for an invalid entry. So that's how this code begins properly. You can see I've used a switch statement to receive a user input and perform either an in place or additional 2D array rotation. And so there are over 8 cases in the switch statement. And this is the method retrieve array, which I talked about in the beginning. This one basically what it does is that it stores it. This is where a user enters an n value, okay, for a matrix, and then that matrix value is stored in another array known as X. And then I have used a for loop inside this method, which basically loops for random numbers between 1 and 255, because this is the requirement. And then I have used another for loop which returns a matrix of random numbers, okay, which is right here. Then I've used a 90 degree rotation method. This performs an in place rotation. This is how it works. It rotates first with respect to its secondary diagonal, and then that's for its first for loop, and the second for loop does the secondary rotation or the second rotation with respect to its middle row. And then I've used a 180 degree rotation method, which was easy to do. It just requires the 90 degree rotation method to be inserted twice in order to perform a double rotation of 180 degrees, and the same goes for the 270 degree rotation, which requires this method to be inserted twice to perform to perform a triple rotation of 270 degrees. And then this print matrix, um, it prints out the matrix, okay? And then I have used another matrix rotation method. This is for an additional 2D array rotation. I created three of the 2D arrays, and the first one is just for a normal 90-degree rotation. Second one is for a 180-degree rotation, and the third one is for a 270-degree rotation. The first if statement loops over a 270-degree rotation if the user input value is 7 in the switch method. And then same goes for this one. This one loops over for a 180-degree rotation if the user input value is 6 in the switch method. And same goes for the last one. This one loops over for a 270-degree rotation if the user input value is 5 in the switch method. So this is the working that I have done, probably by using some help from the internet. And now I'm gonna run this code just to see what it looks like. Okay, so let's click on run on the top, click here, proceed. I'm not gonna give like a huge metrics value because it kind of becomes confusing. So let's see, let me stretch it out a little bit. I'm gonna put 2 as my size and value here. So these are the random values that I got using a random method, and I'm gonna put 1. I'm gonna go in a numeric order, so I will put number 1 for a 90-degree rotation. So let's put that and see what happens. So in a 90-degree angle, okay, this side should be here, and that is correct. Okay, it's here. The first side comes here, that's correct. And then this is the second side, 211 177. This one is supposed to be in the bottom, so there you go, this one is correct. And then the third side, which is this one, 177.39, it has to be on the opposite side, and I believe it is 39. And let me see, I think there's some, oh yeah, so it has to be here on the left side, so this is correct. Okay, and then the fourth side, which is this, has to be here, and that is correct. So that is a 90-degree rotation using an in-place method, whatever. And then now I'm gonna do it for, now I'm gonna press number 2 and see if it does a 180-degree rotation. And let's see, so these are my original contents. It has to be in a 180-degree rotation. So in a 180-degree rotation, the first side is always in the bottom. Okay, 146.51. Actually, never mind. This is the original one. So 39. Yeah, so it's in the bottom. I see in the bottom, and then side 2, which is this one, it has to be on this side, and I see it over here. And then side 3, which is this one, it has to be here, and that is correct. Side 4 is this one, which is supposed to be this, which is supposed to be on this side, and that is correct. Now I'm gonna enter number 3 for a 270-degree rotation. So let's do that and see what happens. By the way, you have to click it twice, and to press the return or enter button twice to see the results. And let's see, in a 270-degree rotation, this is the original one. The first side is on the left side, so that is correct. And then the second side is always on this side, which is correct. And then the third side, which is this one, has to be over here. That is correct. And side 4, which is this one, it has to be here in the bottom. So that's correct. Now I'm gonna enter number 4 just to see what happens. Okay. Let's enter number 4, and we should see a message saying invalid entry. There we go. Despite I put an invalid number, it's still asking me to continue the rotation, but I'm gonna run this again because it becomes confusing. So let's just rerun it. This follows an in-place rotation. Now I'm gonna perform an additional 2D array rotation. So let's close this console screen and perform another execution, all right, for an additional 2D array rotation. So let's proceed. Click on it, and that's weird. Shouldn't come out. Okay, let's give it a little wait. Let's see. Okay, let me ignore this. So I'm gonna put number 2 because it would be. Let's try number 3 actually. No, number 3. I'm sorry. Ah, that's weird. Come on, it should work. Apologies for that. It should run. Sorry, there's something wrong with my computer or Eclipse. Let's see. It should pop up. Let's see. I apologize. Let's see what's the issue. Looks like my computer's kind of lagging. Let's see. Let me close this screen up. Should pop up something. I think it's still trying to load up the console screen. I think it's gonna do it. I apologize for that. Let's see. Okay. That should do it. Let's see. Okay, looks like something came out. Let's see. So I'm gonna enter number 2. Sorry for this one. And these are the original contents. All right. I'm gonna press number 5 because number 5 is for an additional to the array rotation. So let's put number 5, and we should see a 90-degree rotation. So let's see. In a 90-degree rotation, basically. The first side, okay, is always on the right side, which is correct, and the second side is always in the bottom, so that is correct. And then the third side, which is this one, is supposed to be here on the top. And let's see, third side. This is the third side, so it should be. Sorry, it should be here. My bad. That's correct. And then the fourth side, sorry, it's this one. It's supposed to be here. All right. Is that correct? Let me check. The fourth side is this one, so it should be here. Okay, that's correct. So I'm gonna enter number 6 for a 180-degree rotation. And let's see. So this is the original one. This is the translated one. In a 180-degree rotation, so this is the first side. It has to be in the bottom. The first side. Let me see. 78, 153. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, so I think it's trying to. It actually did the rotation for this one. Okay, it's strange. I think it's a random method or something. So this is the first side. Okay, 153 and 78, and the first side for a 180 degree rotation is always in the bottom, so that is correct. Okay, and then for the second side, which is this one, it's always on the left side. That is correct. And then for the third side, which is this one, it's always on the top, so that is correct. And then the fourth side, which is this one, it's always on the right side, and that is correct also. So now we're going to enter number 8 for a 270 degree rotation and see what happens. Sorry, my bad. I was supposed to enter number 7 first, but number 8 is correct because it's for an invalid entry. So let's put number 7 this time and see what happens. In a 270, let me pull this out a little bit. Okay, so let's figure this out. So in a 270 degree rotation, so this is the first side. Let me see. Okay, so this is the original one. Okay, this is the first side. The first side for a 270 degrees is always on the left side, so that is correct. 78 and 153 are on the left. And then the second side is this one. 78, 152 is always on the top, so that is correct. All right. And then for the third side, which is this one, 234 and 152, it's always on the right side, and that is correct. We see that. And the fourth side, which is here on the left, it's always in the bottom, and that is correct. So I believe my program has worked successfully, and this concludes my video. Thank you.